I've faced down entire Mongol hordes without dying. I've survived harrowing night after night as a dark knight. I fought my way through the worst of New York's underbelly as an exhausted, beaten down hero. Nothing compares to this challenge. Striving to beat all of Scooby Doo and the Cyberchase without pies is one of the most difficult endeavors any could ever undertake. The stakes have never been higher. I mean that last sentence, actually. What kind of sick maniac wants to watch Scooby or Shaggy die after all? Hopefully, no one, but their lives are definitely at risk with all the platforming in this game. The pie, like any good clown would tell you, is one of the strongest forms of self-defense, capable of vaporizing a foe into nothingness with the slightest touch. But I feel that such a dangerous weapon is too tasty to waste, and I'd rather hoard them for the duo to eat. So no pie throwing. Instead, I'll rely on dodging and butt smashing to get me through all the dangers of cyberspace. Will Scooby and Shaggy's buns of steel be able to live up to the challenge? Give them enough Scooby snacks, and we can go find out. The Scooby gang has been absorbed into cyberspace and must go up against the villainous Phantom Virus if they're going to escape. He's great at hyping up a crowd, but that doesn't change that he's trapped them here. Fred and Daphne contribute by taking off, never to be seen again until the very end of the game. They say it's to find a trap for the virus, but I suspect they're just chilling in a corner while Fred rambles about the many different kinds of traps from Traps Incorporated. Velma is staying in the gaming center to give us advice, so it's once again up to Scooby and Shaggy to put their lives at risk and save everyone from this nightmare. Oh, I'm sorry, my glasses, my glasses! Now Shaggy's just mocking Velma. Has anyone seen my glasses, Velma? Who am I, Scoops? Sorry, Velma, I don't mean it. I'm gonna stop trying to copy him, it's terrifying. First destination is classic Japan. It's very pretty, and wouldn't be so bad to visit if it wasn't full of ninjas, martial artists, sumo wrestlers, and samurai constantly trying to kill me. Is this because I'm a talking dog and they're terrified that I'm a demon of some sort? Because you know, that actually makes a lot of sense, and I do suspect Scooby of having eldritch origins. The biggest worry isn't all the warriors trying to kill me, as they're not the smartest enemies ever, but Scooby not knowing how to swim. Not even doggy paddle. Guess he makes up for his lack of swimming with having multiple lives, which I feel is a good trade. That and his resistance to swords. How can Scooby withstand so much punishment? And why do none of these murderous enemies chase me beyond a very small area in which I find them? Could it be because I broke into their home and they're just trying to defend themselves? Who can say? Sorry, you can go around that. You can go around that, buddy. It's not hard, just go this way. Here, I'll help you out. Alright, how about go this way? Alright, he doesn't seem to be getting it, so I'm just gonna go. Knows how to breathe fire, but doesn't know how to walk around a small object. Poor guy. All I know is that at the third and final mission of every location, I'm put up against a boss. The first boss, a fire-bending samurai, puzzles me on how to go forward as I must beat him in order to progress instead of fleeing in terror, which has worked wonders for me as of yet. I'm not ready to give up and resort to pie throwing, so instead I restart the fight and realize after he strikes me that I can strike him back with a powerful butt bash. The samurai would be unstoppable if he didn't pause between attacks in order to laugh at me, and while I'm clearly desperate for any laughs I can get, I use this opportunity to bash him. No armor is a match for Scooby's sheer power, and the samurai falls after 3 strikes. Now it's up to Shaggy to visit ancient Rome, which has far more angry skeletons and floating stone platforms than I remember reading about. Why is it that many of the skeletons' main form of attack is to throw bones at me? Don't they need those? Do they truly hate Shaggy so much that they removed their own ability to walk just to spite me? And don't you think the size of those bones mean they only get like 2 throws before they run out of ammo? Where are they getting so many extra bones? I'm scared to know the answer, but not as scared as I am of the amount of platforming I have to do. If you've ever seen my work before, you'll know that I can't be trusted around heights, and even if you haven't seen it before, I'll more than prove that to be true in this challenge alone. Faster, Shaggy, faster! I've never felt such fear in my life! Somebody send me back to Dark Souls! Ah, you idiot. Never prepared for that, did you? Sir, it's not working. At what point do you give up? All right, you know what? I guess I commend you for your perseverance skills. He's very single-minded. Him and his horse zebra thinking, oh!
You're inside the Coliseum now, Shaggy, and I'm detecting a lot of danger ahead. Be careful.
Why do you come in here, Velma? Why is it always my job? Oddly enough, giving the skeletons actual weapons proves to work much more in my favor, as I suspect the Phantom Virus took the money to buy these weapons right out of the skeletons' paychecks, because they are doing the bare minimum to strike me. This is what happens when you have low morale in your employees. That is until I reach the boss fight.
Avoid the spears those skeleton gladiators throw at you, and run away from the lion. Wait until he gets
Run away from the lion?
Take your chance.
Skeleton
3 hits
spears?
from your pie, and you should have him beat.
I'm kidding. How's a pie gonna beat a lion? All right, buddy. All right, pal. Come and try and kill me. Oh, never mind. Don't try and kill me, please. It's a freaking lion. I'm not prepared for this. The lion is really good at his job, and poor Shaggy's godhood is not enough to withstand being mauled to shreds. To shreds, I say. It's a good thing Shaggy is able to take as much punishment as he can, though, when my second try nearly ends as bad as my first. Alright, this is it. This is it for you, lion. Power! Feel the power of my butt. I'm not sure why this... Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for that.
Check this out. I'm Super Shag.
I really am. I just took 4 spears to the body and lived after getting mauled by a lion.
You did it.
With Shaggy having bested both beast and undead, he's ready to take on the icy Arctic and its horde of really cute animals trying to kill me. Huh. Well, that's unexpected. Oh my god, I thought polar bears were dangerous. This game's convincing me they're not. Seals, on the other hand, back off, seals. You know what, I see why you're endangered, seal. You're bringing it on yourself. The polar bear cubs are just trying to play, and I happen to be walking by. The seals, on the other hand, are sick of being poached, I guess, and are fighting back. Good on them. I don't have it in me to slay seals, as I'm not a psycho. Well, that much of a psycho anyway. So I just have to pace back and forth, hoping that these little seal punks won't bullseye me. I just want to eat the food I find inside giant ice cubes. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe it's the seal's food now that I think about it, but I don't think burgers and pies are good for them, so I'm doing this thievery for them. I'm a good Samaritan thief, if you will. Dying by polar bear cub is probably the cutest death I've ever experienced. That will have to be a small comfort that I hold on to as Shaggy descends this mountain in a bobsled that I'm supposedly able to control, but it certainly doesn't feel like it. I'm slipping all over the place, and any advancement just feels like luck. Oh, I never got past this level as a little kid, and I see why. Oh, I think a penguin just fell off the edge and died. Did anyone else see that? Let's all pretend we didn't, so that we can sleep better tonight. I'm gonna die terribly. There's no controlling this thing. There's just the whims of fate. Without luck and numerous attempts, Shaggy would perish on this mountain. I mean, permanently. I definitely perish plenty as is, but at least I can always try again. Conquering that challenge brings a smile to my inner little kid for avenging him at long last. But I become highly concerned when the boss proves to be the Phantom Virus riding a polar bear. All the while, the ice we're standing on makes movement much harder to control as I slip every which way. Is this even a good idea? Because I'm not sure I really get it, guys. Is this a normal attack from polar bears in the wild? I gotta do more studies. How's anybody supposed to handle going up against that? And he knows how to make snowballs to throw at me? This is one gifted polar bear. Shaggy needs a rest after all that turmoil, which means it's Scooby who must venture into the prehistoric past and face off with the dumbest dinosaurs I've ever encountered. Not that I've encountered that many. All the while, bones fall from above trying to squash Scoobs, which makes me wonder, who is dropping these huge bones? Is some deity finishing off their set of wings and uncaringly dropping them where I'm unlucky enough to nearly die to them? I suppose this is before manners were invented, so I guess I can't blame them. I can't tell if the dinosaurs went extinct because they're so terrible at hunting, or because their eggs are full of pies and burgers. Evolution really let them down there. But Scoobs is more than happy to help himself to their odd, yet delicious offspring. They definitely went extinct for good reason, I see. Not master hunters, that's for sure. Oh no! My greatest weakness is always holes. Gravity, not the movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf.
You can do it, Scooby. Just avoid the lava bombs.
Lava bombs?
T-Rex.
What do you mean lava bombs?
And throw a pie at him. 3 pies and he's out of there.
Why are they always so weak to pie? What is in our pie? Acid? Lava bombs. Like the T-Rex wasn't bad enough. Frickin' lava bombs. Who is bombing me with lava? Is this Velma? How does she always know what's gonna happen? I'm starting to think this is coming from the inside. It's an inside job. I don't know why I'm so surprised when the game puts the talking Great Dane against a giant purple T-Rex while being pelted with lava bombs, but I am. Barney here has one move, the charge, and he's not too good at pulling it off. That is to the last round when Scooby suddenly realizes how freaking insane this all is and becomes terrified at the dinosaur, freezing me in place and making me an easy target. It's a good thing the T-Rex gets tired right before killing me, or Scooby would be extinct as well.
That wasn't so hard.
For you, Vilma!
Scooby snacks
Oh
and
my
you're
god.
on your way home.
You're not very understanding to my situation. After beating literal dinosaurs, I figured it had to get easier when I found myself in the modern city. But one look at the screen and I know I'm doomed. Shaggy has decided using a skateboard is a good way to handle this, not realizing I lack the skills to maneuver him safely while he's walking, let alone when at high speeds and can't stop.
Whee!
They're expecting too much from me by putting me through this.
Whee! Check it out, Scooby!
Oh, that's a hole. I thought that was just a really dark street. It doesn't help that this city is the worst city ever. Well, maybe not as bad as Gotham City, but still pretty bad. So many cars parked right in the way, with the street itself missing huge chunks, which you'd think would mean a dirt road. But nope, just the endless void to swallow me up. When I barely survive skateboarding, things don't get much better when I'm instantly assaulted by a legion of barrels and fellow skateboarders.
Out of my way.
Why does that kid sound like he's dying from some sort of tuberculosis or something? Why is Scout from Team Fortress 2 trying to murder me? What is wrong with this city? Who lives here? Did I just get hit by a mushroom? What was that? This is what the politicians warned us about. Youths! Oh no, it's a dead end. Much like the rest of my life. Alright, there's only one thing to do with youths who are dancing. Kill them! There are safer places to be breakdancing, guys. There are much safer places than here. Breaking into a high-tech office building, I'm not happy to find that even the cameras deal damage if you step into their sight, and the whole ordeal only gets worse as I'm pit against a fast-moving obstacle course and barely keep from failing. I do finally catch up to the Phantom Virus, but only so he can electrocute me a little before vanishing again. The old invisible wall trick. You never prepared for that, did you? Ha ha ha. All of this leads to the evilest part of the challenge so far, as I'm pit against the Funland robot. He doesn't seem so tough, and he really isn't. Sure, he chucks bombs at me, and keeps me always shifting direction on this conveyor belt, but that's nothing I can't handle. What I can't handle is the fact that there's no way to reach him. If I try, he'll instantly close the gate off, and I'll plummet to my doom. Without a way to reach him, I can't butt bash him, and that means I won't be able to progress. Even though my stomach may rumble, I have to do what I have to do, and wait for my openings to throw 3 pies at the robot. I'm just glad the pies are so effective, though I'll always wonder what's in them if they're this dangerous, and is it really safe that Shaggy and Scooby are eating them? They're not dead yet, and that's basically my motto with how I live, so I won't judge. The tragedy doesn't end there as I head into the hardest zone of the game, Ancient Egypt. Bats, snakes, mummies, oh my! And worst of all, moving poker chips. Why are there flames coming out of the walls? What is this place? Scooby experiences the horror of dozens of deaths as I plummet into the void without fail. Alright, jump on the poker chip. Wait, jump on the poker chip. Wait. Fall to your death. Okay, that probably is not part of the steps. I'm not very good at platforming. I gotta stop playing platformers then, you would think. I'm so close. No! So close. Did I really just throw myself off trying to get that Scooby snack? Oh, of course I did. Of course I did. What are these, mummies? Man, they're jacked. I mean, they skipped leg day, but look at that upper body. See, this is what happens when you skip leg day. You don't have the strength to push over pottery. Oh my God. If the bats don't knock me off the platforms to my doom, I'll be sure to throw myself to my death anyway. You'd think these missions have a time limit with the way I rush through, jumping with seemingly little care for my safety in a mad dash to the finish line that I'll never reach. But nope, no time limit. I could take a leisurely stroll if I had the sense to, but nah. There's something about being in the middle of it that shuts off any sense of caution and makes me feel I need to move faster, faster, faster. I think that something is called being impatient, and it has never failed to ruin me. If I run out of lives, I must restart the entire level. And boy, do I get used to running out of lives. Darn that bat! Oh no! Ah! Oh, I hate them so much! And I hate myself! Jeez, man, calm down. It's not that funny. It's a dead dog, you sicko. Nothing like a game made for children who absolutely humble you. I may die a lot every time I'm near these. It's just because they look like gambling chips. And gambling chips make me want to gamble. And I'm not very good at gambling, so I gamble my life away over and over again. I genuinely am not sure how I ever see the end of this tomb. I think I just reached a point of such brokenness that my body takes over, shuts off my poor excuse for a mind, and handles it by itself. And I simply wake blessedly on the other side of the pain. Only to be met by another boss fight where it's impossible to butt bash the boss. Swarmed by mummies, all are immune to damage, but I can push them off the edge to their second demise. Only to discover the phantom virus is safely out of reach of my attacks, and only pies will slay the foul demon, or enrage him into doing something I could never expect. Not an easy— oh no! He came out swinging! Oh, he just killed me! He sliced my throat! Oh, that's it, he went right for the player! Well done, Phantom Virus! Goodbye, my friends! Alright, guys, I got a bandage on my throat. It's gonna take some time to heal, but I'm ready to keep going playing for the Scooby. Anything for the game. You know how it is. Oh, that's a bunny. Oh, it's a murderous bunny, like all bunnies are. By now, my throat has healed from the Phantom's blade, but that night I pushed on, fueled only by a sense of vengeance despite my broken body. Seeing only red, I chased the Phantom through an amusement park, and it proves much easier when compared to Egypt. It's still painful, but not quite as painful since there's far less platforming. Still enough to hurt, though. I should have known, of course the vampire would give me trouble. It's a bat, after all. No, don't knock me off. I'll do it to myself, I guess. Stupid bats! It's been a rough day, and it looks like I have 3 eyes. Does that worry anybody else? Frickin' JoJo stands. I can't deal with this. I definitely can't deal with this. No, he killed me right on the Scooby snacks. This is it. Scooby versus the Phantom Virus, who is basically a god of this realm. It's time to unleash all of Scooby's power. Oh, turns out running around and butt bashing really has been everything Scooby has to offer. So I guess we already unleashed all his power. Good to know. What the hell? Lightning? Oh my god, this is too much for old Scoobs! Run, Scooby, run! My heart can't take this. Honestly, as menacing as this lightning is, it's the easiest part of the fight. The Phantom Virus proves to be the strongest of all the bosses, which is both fitting and annoying. His speed is fantastic, which isn't fantastic for my health. At first, he comes at me with super speed, but if I beat him there, he'll switch to the power of Thor and duplicates. Survive that, and he'll enlarge himself before resuming his charge. That's the one I can't survive. Phantom is much too dangerous for me, and I can't seem to find a way out of this, no matter how much I die. Funny enough, the solution is actually the simplest thing. Just keep running. Don't jump. Don't try anything else but run. Also, hold on to hope, because this solution isn't perfect, and I do still take damage, but not quite enough to lose, and that is key. Finally, my chance! I got you, you son of a gun! That's payback for cutting my throat open! Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Huzzah! After 91 deaths, nearly all by falling, in 2 hours, 25 minutes, my shortest challenge yet. With 6 forced pie throws, I've defeated the Phantom Virus and beaten all of Scooby-Doo in the Cyberchase. Too bad I couldn't save all those yummy, deadly pies for myself, but I suppose sharing is caring. To be fair, no game has gotten closer to killing me in real life. So good job, Phantom Virus. That really hurt. Time for me to heal that off and dig into all these pies I've been hoarding. Hopefully, the acidic nature of them won't backfire on me. If I do survive, I'll see you later. Either way, I wish you a wonderful day and hope you enjoy many Scooby snacks.